Hey up guys, Burnout Culture here. Long time no see. Should have an half decent pickups vid for you tonight. It's a pickups vid, as the title says, stroke unboxing. So what I'll do is we'll go through these. Well, we've got three different formats actually. Predominantly Mega Drive, a couple of bits and pieces, varying conditions. I've just been grabbing them as they've come along. Mainly eBay, in fact is it all eBay. Still haven't quite jumped onto the CAX train just yet. I'm getting round to it. It's just, I don't know what it is. Really fucked off with these useless tossers at the foot of League One, so that's pissed me off this week. I'm pissed off because I can't go to Blackpool, hence why there's been a significant outlay in terms of, you know, just pissed me off. I just so wanted to go to Blackpool. I'm absolutely devoted. I can't be there, guys. I really am. So I've had to console myself with a little purchase. So what I'll do is I'll cut to that, like I say, after we've gone through these pickups. So we'll crack straight on. Spectrum. Yeah, well, more or less staple titles. I've owned both of them at various points before, but it's a game that I remember so well, so nostalgic for me. Certainly on the Spectrum and arcade, everyone loves it. So Gauntlet and Gauntlet Deeper Dungeons. Bit naffed off that the Gauntlet didn't come with the instruction manual. I did said it was complete, but for a fiver, I mean it's actually what we're looking at there. 85, 33 years old. That 33 years old, mental, innit? But the Deeper Dungeons, I mean, I've got to read you this. It's a real sign of the times from the 80s, isn't it? You'd never get anything like this. So when I'm reading, it says there must have been some sort of competition at some point where it says the following talented dungeon architects will each receive a Gauntlet t-shirt and a copy of the programme for their computer. So what they've done is, some of the mazes, the dungeons on this were actually designed by, you know, just these bedroom coders, and the competition winners, I think there's about 12 in total. You got, I don't know if you can see that, you got the Gauntlet t-shirt, or you could just send off $6.95 and sort of buy it through the post. But it's just brilliant, isn't it, when you see stuff like that? You just never get shit like that anymore. Totally bloody brilliant. I always wanted to be a bedroom coder. Didn't quite get there. A couple of Xbox staple titles, both fairly high scoring on Metacritic. I think 80 and 88% respectively. So Oddworld's, Munchie's Odyssey and Oddworld's Stranger's Wrath. Both pretty decent titles. Both absolutely peanuts. I think £3 a piece. So Xbox exclusives. So when it pops out, I think discs are in decent condition. I've checked them at some stage. I've had these quite a fair few weeks now. But nice, happy to add them into the collection. We'll move on to Mega Drive, where we've got what, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 titles here. No major, really, to be honest with you, bar one that are really happy to get hold of for an half decent price anyway. We'll just go through them individually. So Street Racer, Blue Spine. Sorry, Stu. Yeah, it's not the best condition. The cover's coming away. Well, it has come away. on the manual, and you see that the label's just peeling away from the cart itself, so I might attempt to glue that back down. The box itself is alright. I think it's an original box. It's got the hanging tab. It's that different type of plastic than some of these blue spine ones. A bit more brittle, a bit more susceptible to damage. F1, again, dirt cheap. Apparently I could have sourced this even cheaper on CEX, but it were only, what, fucking hell, £4.50, was it? No more than a £5 delivered, and it is in good nick, hanging tab. The fucking manual in this, it had actually popped out of its little pegs in the post, and trying to get it back, it is literally Encyclopedia Britannica, is that. At least 4 or 5 different languages. It's only about bloody 7 or 8 pages it's in English, but it fucking weighs a right ton. Huge manual, absolutely huge. But nice little ad for a £5, can't go wrong. Staple title here, Chuck Rock. Everyone likes Chuck Rock. They're brilliant on the Amiga as well. I remember playing that on the Amiga. Half decent condition, this one. Cartridge good, hanging tab, and manual pretty decent as well. Didn't pay a lot for this, no more than £7, which I'm happy to pick up all day long for that. Good little title here. Not in the best condition, this Comic Zone. I think it's one of these that's tended to climb a bit in value, certainly if you have got a good condition. So hanging tab's gone on this. It's that slightly different type of case, that type of plastic. Cartridge is actually alright in this, so cartridge is good condition. However, this was in the description, so I knew full well that the manual's missing the cover. Don't bother me. I was a little bit, when I first started collecting Mega Drive, I think I was a little bit anal in terms of wanting everything with a manual, and I never set out to collect stuff in A1 condition. I knew that was never going to be possible anyway, but I'd said, if you look at some of my earlier vids, that I wanted certainly everything with a manual that were Mega Drive, but I've sort of rethink that position. And like Stuart said, I think sometimes you just pick it up as it comes along. If it's for a fairly reasonable price, you may come along across a manual at a later stage or a better copy and just swap it out, move it on. So this were a good price. And I managed to get it for £13. So it tends to go for a fair bit more than that, upwards of 20 at least. One here, what were literally, I think this were £4, and I think Big Mike had said that he had a duplicate of this, which I could have got off him, but it's Talmit's Adventure. Good condition, apart from no manual, but I think it were only £4. Fucking hell, £4, come on. So yeah, it is what it is. If a manual comes along, I'll keep an eye out, or if a complete copy comes up at another stage, I'll grab it. It's that pissed off. I don't know, so I'm drinking cider on a Wednesday night, that's not right, is it? Fuck 'em. Stressed out, man. Totally fucking stressed out. Brilliant title, Batman. Been after this for a while. This is, I think I remember, yeah, this is, did I get this off Facebook? I think I got these, yeah, I think I got this and the next one off Facebook. Really good condition, this, probably the best of the bunch, bar the last one. Yeah, really good nick, this. Got it for a good price, really good price. Can't remember how much. I know it will. Yeah, and it was off Facebook, significantly cheaper than what it were going for on eBay at the time. this is the thing with Facebook. If you just, I miss loads of deals as well. I don't know if my my phone's set up, but I miss loads. It don't give the notifications don't seem to be come through in time. By what it's like on there. By the time you certainly on Retro Realm and Galaxy Sega, by the time you've seen it, they've gone. You've got to be literally on the ball, right on the ball. And I think this was the other one, Terminator 2. I think it got as a double pack. Again in great condition. The only thing's missing is the hanging tab on this one, but the manual and cart, absolutely superb. Like I say, most of these titles, I know there's nothing really special. This is probably best of the bunch. Shelled out a little bit more. I think Stuart had said I've paid just about what the going rate is. We've been on about that a lot of these shooters started to climb in value now, and it's Hellfire. Getting pretty sought after by the looks of things. This great condition, hanging tab, all good. Not much to whinge about with this at all. So that was the best of the bunch in the Mega Drive. There's so many. I mean, I've been thinking about where collection's going, and I don't know if I'd said previously that I've more or less put to bed PS2 now. So I took a long hard look at what I wanted to keep, what I wanted to move on, and I've sold. I've done all right, to be fair. What I've been flogging on eBay, been putting them on at Buy It Nows. What I think is a good sort of selling point to get them shifted on, and I've pulled back like 300 plus on some of these games that I've flogged on, and all right, some of them I've probably paid. I'm not saying I've made a big profit, but I've certainly at least clawed my money back on most of the PS2 stuff, and I still maintain even now, going by the prices of some that I have sold, it's definitely on the creep. It really is. It's creeping. The prices are creeping. So I haven't got rid of anything that's that I'm going to regret. I've kept all the real top notches. They're all still there. They're not moving. They're in the protective cases, and they're, what I mean. I sort of assessed the whole thing over a few days, and I wanted to make sure that anything that I sold, I could honestly say to myself, I'm not going to play, or it's a title that alright might be, sort of less common, but it's not my type of game. I didn't want anything on that shelf that were there just for the sake of it. So I've stripped it right back. I think I've sold I've still some on there now for sale that are listed. Been trying to list stuff when you've got the reduced listing, the reduced final values on eBay, because it can rack up your fees if you're not careful. So I've a portion still to go on, but yeah, it's been all right. They've shifted. I mean, put them on Buy It Nows, and I've shifted them a lot quicker than I thought. So that's what I'm saying. To me, there's quite a few people actively collecting PS2 now. Word's getting around that the better titles are becoming more and more collectible. There's a shift. It's happening. It's happening. So that's it for the games. So now I'll jump cut. I'll put this up on the table, and we'll do an unboxing. Like I say, I've got this. Some of you will be like, what the fuck have you bought that for? What the fuck have you bought that for? And I'll be absolutely honest with you now, right? It's the first time ever that I've bought a console. I've shelled out good wedge of money for a console for one fucking game. I mean, that is sad, innit? That is absolutely sad. And when we open it, you'll see which game it is. But I've been watching some YouTube footage of the game, and I thought, yeah, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I tried not to, but like I say, I've used it. It's not all come sort of from, you know, real money, real spends. A lot of it's, the chunk of it to buy it has come from the sale of PS2 stuff. So it's not all, you know, it's not all bad. Not that the missus knows, obviously. Right, I'll jump cut there and I'll bring it up onto the table. Well, yeah, it took me 10 minutes to just clear shite off at the table then. It's amazing how much accumulate on a bloody dining room table, tell you. Right, let me have a swig. Right, so it isn't brand new now. So he says, I think in here. So it's a genuine box and it's definitely sealed. All I've done is cut the address off. What he did say is it was 1 week old. So he said he switched it on, updated, and that's about it. There's naff all else to it. He said some reason as to why. Who cares? I got a half. Well, what I think's a decent deal. I shaved quite a bit off at new price, so you're going to see what it is straight away. And it is Xbox One X Forza. The Forza 4 Horizon. So that's the game I've got it for now. It's actually the white. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen many in white of the Xbox One X this Forza. Nearly all black, so I thought I'll go for that one. He called it. I don't think it's limited edition in white, is it? I don't know much about them, to be honest. I've been looking at the Scorpio edition and I just couldn't quite justify the cost of that. You know, you're looking at going down the bloody PS4 500 million bloody sort of prices. They were looking at, certainly in sealed ones, were like 650, and I wasn't gonna, about to start shelling that sort of dash out again. So I managed to get this for 360, including postage, which I know it's technically second hand, but sealed, I think they've been certainly going over 400 quid. So I think we're okay. I mean, I know it's literally, he's touched nothing. He's touched nothing. So you've got all the game passes there, what have you. Let's have a look. I know that harped on in the past about current gen not doing it for me, but what can I say? I'm a Libra, I can never make my mind up. I know a lot of people, I don't float a lot of people's boats, and I know what you're going to say, why the fuck have you bought an Xbox One when you've got a PS4? And it is purely because I wanted Forza 4. That's the top and bottom of it, I won't lie to you. It's just one of them, isn't it? So, I tell you what, if he has had it out of this, he's done a bloody good job of folding that back up like that. Absolutely. Because I'm not going to be able to get it back. That's for fucking sure. So there it is. Nice lovely little piece of kit is that. And I do prefer it in white. I think it just looks out a little bit classier. And I'd prefer looking at the Xbox One S, and I thought, I wish I did the Xbox One X in white. So I won't bother getting this out, but it looks to me like still sealed. Is that controller doesn't look to have even come out. So yeah, for me, I'm really chuffed. I'm really chuffed with that. My main problem is now, to be quite honest with you, is I don't know where it's going to go on that shelf because it's full. I'm going to have to move something out or move something away to slot this in. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. Have I made the cock up of the century? Is it going to be another thing? Collecting dust and growing moss? Probably, if I'm being honest. But do you know what? I'm sick of beating myself up about collecting consoles and games because it is what it is. I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I know I don't get a lot of time. In fact, I get 0 time at the moment. I don't get in some nights 7 o'clock now. But it's just nice. It's just nice to have them in it. Really nice to have them. So yeah, that is it. Thank you. Thanks for watching that little unboxing there. Like I say, please like, comment, share and subscribe, and give me some shit if you think I need it. I'm always receptive to any constructive criticism. Let me know if there's any Xbox One games out there that's, you know, worth picking up. So it's not just a one game wonder. I mean, I know we've got there is some Xbox One exclusives. I know there is out there. In fact, I don't know if it's 100% accurate or not, but I saw a big list of Xbox One exclusives. I don't know if it was a genuine list or not, but there was absolutely loads on it. So I think I will enjoy it. So yeah. Again, really sorry to anyone that's going to Blackpool. I'd have loved to have met up with you again, or for the first time, and could have had a few beverages with you. I'm sure there'll be hopefully many other meetups, events, occasions when we can chew the fat, discuss the ins and outs of everything. But sadly this time I can't make it. But I've got a good group of friends now that are going, and I'm sure they'll fill me in every gory detail. So right guys, thanks again for watching. I will be back, hopefully not as, hopefully the period of time won't be as long next time for the next upload, but I'll see you when I see you, and long live the retro.